Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you with another episode of Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well. Got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So today, going through the daily routine, just got back from a 3-mile run and heard something that was just really caught my attention. I wanted to get out there to you guys. And the question is, in this thing I was listening to, are you an asset or a liability? Now, typically, when I hear those words, asset and liability, it's like possessional things, like for instance, real estate. Normally you kind of hear those things in a real estate terms, where an asset would be like a rental home. It's gonna make you money. It's gonna help you with your taxes. It's gonna help you in a lot of different ways, create some extra revenue. So it's a asset versus a liability would be like a boat, a car, jet ski, watches, purses, clothes, just certain items like where you don't get a return on your investment. Like you buy something and it actually costs you money out of your pocket and it's not going to pay you back anything. So that's going to be a liability, right? And so the goal in life is to get like assets, things that are going to benefit you and give you a return on your money. You put some money in and it's going to give you more money back, right? So recently I've done that. Like this year was really a good year for me as far as that goes. Picked up 2 more, so I got 4 altogether. As far as rental property goes, stepped out of my comfort zone and kind of went into a direction that I really didn't know about. Spent a lot of time learning, listening, reading about that game, and took a leap and went that way. So, but this isn't what this was talking about. What I was listening to earlier was, are you an asset or a liability? And I never really heard it that way, like a person, right? I've always heard those terms in ways of like possessional things. So the thing behind it is like, are you helping like the people around you? I mean, first off, yourself. Are you really helping yourself? Are you really doing things for yourself that are going to benefit you? And then, because you got to take care of yourself first, because you can't help anyone if you're not helping yourself. So are you okay? Are you in the right state of mind, in your right state of health? Are you physically and mentally fit? Are your finances fit? Are you, like, all these things, are those taken care of? And then when you got all these things taken care of, obviously you can be a good asset for your people around you, versus some people are liabilities, right? Like they always want you to, stay out later, or skip work, or, call into work, or skip a workout, or, hey, you don't need to eat that meal. Like, come on, you can start the diet or eat that stuff on Monday. It's the weekend. Why are you eating that? And I'm just giving you examples like of things that I've encountered, and like other people that I encountered that are like, try to better themselves and improve. And then you got the other people that are like, they don't want to do that. So they're a liability, right? They're a liability because they're not trying to help you. They're trying to hinder you and put you in a direction where you're not trying to go. So the best thing you can do for yourself is ask yourself, are you an asset or a liability? Am I someone that's an asset to my family? Am I borrowing money that I can't pay back? Am I helping out the way I should be helping out? Or am I sleeping in and other people are doing the housework around me? Like, like right now I'm getting ready to sweep and mop and do all this stuff. And, take care of the things I'm supposed to take care of, right? I'm not a man that just sleeps in, throws my clothes on the floor, and, expects my wife to pick up after me and like stuff like that. Like I do the majority of the laundry. I sweep and mop every week. I do the dishes. Like I do so many things around the house. Like I am definitely an asset. I am not a liability. And then when it comes to like my students and my people around me at the academy, like I'm definitely an asset, not a liability, like because I am trying to push them into directions that is better for them. You can see people's lazy habits and lazy ways and you're trying to help them break those lazy ways and lazy habits so they can be a better version of themselves. So like definitely someone like me is going to be a huge asset for anyone that is in like my circle. Anyone that comes into my environment, I'm going to be an asset because I'm always pushing to like be better versus like if I was sleeping in, lazy, watched movies all day, ate bad foods, didn't work out, didn't run, didn't train, didn't do anything physical, played video games all day, just a bum, then I'd be a liability. I'd be a liability to my family, to my friends, to anyone around me because I'm useless. Like I'm literally useless. Like there's no benefit to hanging around me because you can't learn anything from me. You can't get any good vibes from me or like, you just can't grow from someone like that, right? But if you're doing all these things and you're trying to be this better version of yourself and you're trying to shed this old skin of like something that you used to be into a better person, then you're going to be an asset to someone because they want to be around you. Like, man, this person gets up early every day, like lately before like last year, whatever, it was like 6 o'clock. And lately it's been like 5:30 and it just seems like my body's just waking up earlier and earlier. Can't fight it. Like if I lay there, it's just a waste of time because I'm not going back to sleep. I'm not one of those people that can just lay down and then just like pass out right away. Like I once I'm up, my brain starts working and it's like, oh man, you got stuff to do. So lately it's just been like 5:20, 5:25, 5:30. I'll just get up and just start doing my daily routine. It's actually helping me because I'm just getting things done earlier, right? Getting things done faster. I'm giving myself more time. So anyways, when you're around people like that, you can feed off of that. I feed off of that. Like the stuff that's on my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, like whatever, they're assets to me because the people that I follow, like fire me up. Like I see someone doing burpees, I wake up and this guy's already did however many burpees a day, or he's doing pull-ups, or he's doing some type of workout or some jiu-jitsu videos, or some type of person's like already meal prepping, eating or drinking their shake, or whatever. Like man, I'm behind. I gotta get to it, And so I try to put those kind of things around me so that they can be beneficial to me. And that's what this thing is all about, right? When this thing I was listening to earlier is like, are you benefiting people or are you hurting people? Are you an asset or you're a liability? So you gotta think about like, are people growing from being around you, or are they going backwards? Think about that. Like you want to be an individual where you like, hey man, like I like hanging around you, or they like hanging around you because they are growing from being around you. Like they're feeding off your work ethic, and they want to be better because you're better. And if you're not, then you're just a regular Joe that just likes to goof off and like not really accomplish much in life. That doesn't help anyone, So again, never heard it that way. Assets and liabilities have always been things in my mind that have always been told to me for possessional things. Like I said, jet skis, boats, cars, watches, purses, things that just aren't going to give you anything back in return versus like, rental properties, stuff like that. Those are good investments. Those are assets. Those are things that are going to help you in the long term. And so are you a person that is going to help people around you in the long term? Or are you just that person that's just cool to hang out with for tonight, funny guy, girl, whoever, and that's it? That's all you're good for. You're just good for a laugh, some drinks, throwing up, hanging out, staying out late, waking up late, noon, 2 o'clock. Or are you someone that is like, yeah, man, I want to be around you because you just help me be better. So think about that. I think this is something everyone like would just put more thought into. You'd want to be a better person. You want to be a better individual and start making some better choices, health-wise, financial-wise, everything-wise, mindset-wise. How many people out there do you know like just talk negative and just like not really helpful? like when you talk to them, like you're not like when you go around them, you're not like, man, I feel so much better being around you, versus like, man, that sucks. Like, man, I hope you're okay and I wish the best for you because you're making me sad. Like, you're like a Debbie Downer. You're bringing me down because of the things that you're saying. Like, nothing's going to work. This ain't going to work. This, that. I know people like that. Like, I've had many friends like that. And one in particular, I'm not going to say the name, but it was like nothing was going to work. And to the point where, like, man, I like this person a lot because he was funny. This guy was funny, but that's always good for. He's like a good, like funny guy, but like it just everything in life just sucked. Like it just wasn't gonna work. It was just negative. And then obviously when I separated myself from that, like I didn't have to hear that no more, and things just got better. So like think about that. You're an asset and a liability to the people around you, or to yourself. Like be an asset to yourself first, because you can easily be a liability to yourself. Or you inflicting wounds on yourself. The other day I put something self-sabotaging. Are you making your life worse or better? Are you going backwards? These are just things that I listen to that just kind of make me think, to just kind of like, yeah, man, I should think twice about this thing I'm about to do. And I didn't have that before, so I would do self-sabotaging things, self-inflicting things, and just dumb things because these resources just weren't there. But I made the episode yesterday about being the antenna. So when you're aligned right, you're the antenna, and then all this stuff starts coming down, downloaded to you, and it's good positive stuff. So you could be the positive one or the negative one. I definitely am trying to be the positive one and trying to lead people down the right path versus the wrong path. So definitely want to be an asset versus a liability to my people, my tribe, my whoever that comes in contact with me. A lot of people hate me for that because it's like, man, this guy's always too serious. This guy's always like talking about eating right and health and, working out and jiu-jitsu. It's like, how come you just can't talk about other stuff? It's because I don't want to talk about other stuff. Like I want to talk about that kind of stuff. Like I want to talk about, those things. Those are the things that get me going. Sleeping in and hanging out late and just being useless doesn't get me going. It just, like, that's not who I want to be. So that's not who I'm around. And those are the people that I kind of disconnect myself from a long time ago. So think about that, right? So anyways, guys, got to go. Catch you guys on the next one. Asset or liability. We'll see you.